to the people. That is what we stood for. And that is hope is here. It's here. Thank you for believing in me. The economy is stabilized. Nobody is trading piece of paper for exchange rate anymore. When I took over, 1.9, it's 1.35, 1.45 now. It's been stabilizing there. People can predict. You don't have to know a Cardozo before you get your foreign exchange, you get your imports. What we need now is building the ship, the vessels, for export and import of our goods and create jobs for the people. That's a guarantee there. I know.
Hello, everyone. Well, you did hear that. Let me just read this tweet from Hermes Saddam. He says, when I took over, a dollar was 1.9, which is 1,009. It is now 1,450. Liar in chief Tinubu. That's what Hermes Saddam wrote. And he said, by 2027, these liars will claim that Nigerians now eat 6 times a day. We are dealing with a congenital lying machine. And I think, I mean, that's such a factual statement, because these are some of the lies that are so unprovoked. So there's a kind of lie that you lie, you know for sure that, maybe you thought people wouldn't find out. It's a little bit of white lie, you don't expect. But this one that is in the open knowledge, so you're lying knowing fully well that people know, but you are saying it anyway. And as far as you're concerned, that is it. You know, that's the audacity to lie in such a manner. That's the congenital, lie. And then there's this particular a tweet that someone has here, and the person did this tweet on the 29th of May 2023. That's the very day that Tinubu was sworn into office after rigging election. And he said, this is the parallel market rate as at today, May 29, 2023. But that's at the black market, not the bad. The official rate was much lower, but this is what you would buy it outside. He said dollar USD is selling at 751, pound is selling at 953, euro is selling at 819. And he said, I hope we won't come back in 2027, God willing, and be appreciating good times. Hope isn't a strategy. And this is what always happens with us in Nigeria. We sit down, things become bad, and then because they are worse than what they used to be before, we've forgotten that before also was a hard time. We begin to appreciate the good old times. That's what happened when Buhari took over. People were appreciating Jonathan's time. When Tinubu rigged and got sworn into office, people were either appreciating Buhari's time, forgetting that Buhari's time was terrible. When dollar was at this rate, it was terrible. So the fact that it has more than double doesn't make it less terrible. The thing that Tinubu is celebrating today is double what Buhari, Buhari had left at that time. It's just out of this world. But there's someone else here who has documented the lies, he says, of Tinubu's government. I call it illegitimate government. And he put so far when he was making the tweet, so far, because definitely these people are interested in lying, and I don't think they are interested in stopping anytime. So in fact, they're going to so double down on the lies. And the thing with these lies is that the more they repeat them, the more they begin to believe them, and the more people begin to doubt themselves. So like, okay, because it's almost as if you repeat a lie a lot of time, people will begin to think that that's the truth, and then the person who is saying the truth is not the one being looked upon as the one who is lying. So he said, here's why bad policies and bad policy statement are not just politics, but punishment, literal and actual punishment. And this is someone called Advelele17 on X. That's the handle. And he puts it, he suits Tinubu fuel subsidy, or I'd say Tinubu subsidy, anyways, actually Tinubu subsidy removal. He said fuel subsidy gone. Why was wicked? If it forced Nigerians to pay for higher pump prices while the same Nigerian people still kept paying subsidies in the shadow. Nigerians underwent double pain and zero honesty. Transport and food costs exploded while wages didn't. By hiding through policy, this government dodged safety nets and accountability, turned a reform into a confidence scam on the poor. And then there were actually things there. Another one he talked about, UAE visa ban lifted, flights resume immediately. That was a lie. There's even one that just happened now. The one they talked about, the Japan, and that also. Uh, it said why it's wicked. People rearrange life plans, medical travels, job, family events, only to discover nothing changed. Uh, so only to discover. I think people who they always say if somebody has shown you who they are, believe them. And if somebody has lied to you repeatedly, even before getting something or rigging something, and then you expect that, why are you believing them? You should take a pinch of salt. This one says Japan will give a special hometown visa. Why it's wicked? It created false hope and wasted time for students and professionals who started preparing documents and plans. There's a whole lot he said on every one of them, just like it would take me if I'm going to be reading all of them. But I think this is such an interesting read that people should look it up and actually read them. Number 4, $600 million marks investment secured. He said why it's wicked. Jobs were promised that didn't exist. Policymakers relaxed when they should have fixed ports and logistics. Real investors smell the pain and pull back, so the next genuine deal gets harder. Ordinary people pay for that in fewer jobs, higher port costs, and price there. Because I had even forgotten this one happened, and it really did happen. 40% now enjoy 20 plus hours of power daily. Why it's wicked? It raises the lived reality of outages and crazy bills, then uses the happy fiction to justify more tariff hike. I live in a place where they call it Band A, and I can tell you we don't get these 20 whatever hours of electricity. Recently, our inverter and all of that, I think the batteries are a bit weak, so they die very often. It's now I'm like, literally there's no light, so it's we that will be providing this light and all of that, but then we pay a whole lot higher in terms of the prices. He said no electricity tariff hike for now. Why it's wicked? Families budgeted around that promise. Then band A shot to 225 naira per kilowatt. And the shock rippled through rents, cold storage, welding shops, salon. It's bait and switch that kills trust and pushes small businesses from thin profit to slow death. Then the other one is at 8,000 naira per month to 12 million poor families. Why it's wicked? Announced with fanfare, then stalled and morphed. People in real hunger made plans that never materialized. Then the student loan starts September 2023. Why it's wicked? Students deferred semesters, missed exams, or took sharp loans because the lifeline wasn't ready. Port Harcourt refinery back by December 2023. Imports end in 2022. Why it's wicked? Every missed date kept Nigeria importing fuel with scarce dollars, higher pump price, more forex pressure. Then I'm just going through the different lies, just name it. Even some of them I've forgotten some of them, honestly. This is how much of these lies we get all the time. 30 billion FDI in 1 year. That's foreign direct investment in 1 year. Why it's wicked? County MOUs as money breeds complacency. Ministry starts spending political capital as if the cash is real. Banks and businesses plan around a mirage. When it evaporates, the naira suffers and credit tightens. Ordinary people pay with job losses and shattered futures. Then another one where they say we clear the 7 billion forex backlog. Why it's wicked? Airlines kept funds trapped. So they cut capacity and hike fares. Families missed trips. Students overpaid. Businesses bled cash. Then food prices are coming down. Why it's wicked? Disinflation. Talk why prices still rise. It tells family their empty pots aren't free. Then the other things like Nigeria's population is 240 million plus. I'm just going to just list this out because there's so many. 10 billion dollars forest inflows in weeks, fuel queues will disappear soon, and on and on. It's just crazy. These people just lie for a living, man.